metal universe largely remembers Blaze Bayley as a second-tier vocalist who replaced Bruce Dickinson in Iron Maiden in 1994, recorded 2 controversial at best albums with the band, and then was mercifully fired in 1998, thus clearing the way for the triumphant return of said Mr. Dickinson.
Which is sad, because Blaze Bayley is a great singer. He just didn't belong in Iron Maiden.
Certainly I would characterize the Iron Maiden Association as the wrong singer in the wrong friggin' band, but on the other side of the coin, if he hadn't been in Iron Maiden, would we have had a solid 20 years of Blaze Bayley recordings that, for the most part, have frankly curb-stomped whatever Iron Maiden's new album happened to be straight down the line, starting with the miraculously good Silicone Messiah in the year of our Lord 2000, and carrying on with tremendous releases right up to the present day with this year's War Within Me. This album is the latest installment of a long-standing songwriting collaboration between Blaze Bayley and guitarist Chris Appleton, a partnership that has really never failed to yield fantastic results. The band is filled out by Martin McNee on drums and Carl Schramm on bass.
For packaging, what we have is a very simple but cool album cover here with a very nice inside here, contrasting colors, and a neat little booklet with all the lyrics and descriptions for each song.
The booklet's pretty sweet and a really nice addition to the package. Each song has a little synopsis by Blaze Bayley himself, discussing what the song's about and why he wrote it. There's pictures, there's credits, lyrics for every track. The packaging here certainly is not as lavish as Iron Maiden's new release, Senjutsu, but this is proper. Very well done, and I absolutely love the exploding head. Now right off the bat, I gotta say a quick word about the production. It's not great. It sounds like there's a wet blanket over the drums, and heavy metal disappearing bassist syndrome is in full force on this record. On the other hand, Blaze Bayley's vocals are powerful and on form at the top of the mix, and Appleton's guitar tone scorches.
On this album, there are a lot of hooks between both the guitars and vocals. I mean, I will never get this album out of my head, which is not a bad thing since it's a great album.
Catchy as Ebola, I mean, holy hooks, Batman. It's like Chris Appleton and Blaze Bayley are having a war to see who can pack the most catchy stuff into the smallest number of measures. And once again, I've been listening to Appleton work with Blaze Bayley off and on since, I don't know, I think it's been since like 2008 or something like that. And you'll be hard-pressed to find a tastier guitar player anywhere in the heavy metal pantheon. He just always has something delicious and cool to play.
I don't think you can eat music. Sorry. Lyrically, this album varies quite a bit from very personal songs about Blaze Bayley's issues with suicidal depression to science and to history too with 303 Squadron.
Bayley's science and philosophy fetish is a little bit muted on this record. As Maya mentioned, there's a lot more personal stuff in here than I would consider usual. But you do have, all in a row here, The Dream of Alan Turing, The Power of Nikola Tesla, and The Unstoppable Stephen Hawking. Yes, it's a little bit cringe in places, but the tunes are just so ingratiating, you really don't care that you're being fed a little bit of cheese.
Really, you could pick anything off this album and say it was your favorite, and I would not blink. But if I have to pick one, it would probably be War Within.
I won't back down.
which is the track that kicks off this album in scorching fashion.
As for a least favorite, I just do not have one. It's just a great album, all killer, no filler, even though you have to eat a little bit of cheese.
My favorite track, without a doubt, is the dark, powerful, and highly personal Warrior.
I be a warrior, with courage to rise up again, with courage to rise up again.
Well, you know it's also really good, Witch's Night.
That is a killer track.
You die before you find your home. Will you die thinking you are alone?
Least favorite? I'd go with Pull Yourself Up, but it still rules. Like Maya said, all killer, no filler. This album is just within a hair of perfect, minus some minor issues with the production. Nothing particularly complicated or progressive here. Short, punchy songs, 10 tracks, the whole thing comes in at just 41 minutes. The longest track clocks in at just under 6. I would almost go as far as to characterize this as kind of a pop metal album. Think classic Ozzy Osbourne, only with more oomph and less filler.
Buy it, okay? Just buy it. Not only is it very inspirational at times, but it is just a great album as well, especially with the guitars.
Oh, Chris Appleton is so cool.
Never-ending great guitar.
Always just something killer to play. Absolutely recommended. You must get this album. It is only just about a zillion times better than Iron Maiden's Senjutsu, which just dropped a couple of months ago. This is a superior album in literally every single regard. Get yourself a copy. That's all for now. Until we meet again.
Crank it up a little louder.